Welcome back to Ravenwool Farmstead. It's our first garden season on this property, and for the last 11 months, we've been transforming this place from a junkyard and forest to a small-scale farm. It's mid-August, so we wanted to do a garden tour and show what we've been growing this year. This area was completely forested before we started clearing it for the garden, and it constantly reminds us, with all the little saplings trying to regrow. But despite our battles with perennial weeds, we were overjoyed with the amount of food that we managed to grow. In faith, we started seeds indoors in February and March, even before we had the garden built. In April and May, we built the raised garden beds using logs from the trees we had cleared. We filled them with soil and compost and transplanted the seedlings Caitlyn had carefully been maintaining and hardening off over the last few months. By July and August, everything was flourishing, and we were able to start eating the vegetables of our labor. So this has changed a lot.
Such happy little critters. They just love following us anywhere.
Except for one Ben's right there. Ben! Goose.
Last year, this plot was nothing but that. Thick forest. You could barely walk through, no trails or anything. And we have turned it into an actual garden. We used logs for the beds. We brought in some really good compost and some topsoil, and Caitlyn's been doing a fantastic job getting everything planted.
So we decided to do a garden tour pretty much like almost as the season is over. We didn't really get a lot of time to do a garden tour yet, so we'll do that now. It's August 18th. When we started, this garden bed was the first one we built. Ow, calm down. We made this corner bed 20 feet long and 4 feet wide. And this was like our starting point. So we kind of based everything off of this corner. And this we transplanted with all of our cabbage that we seeded indoors. Some of the heads got fairly large, and I'm still going to harvest a couple of them. But some of them just went straight to seed, like they started bolting right away. They struggled initially because we got quite hot really quick. We were in a couple of heat waves. And so the cabbages that did form aren't really that great. Like they're just kind of small, and the rest of them just kind of went to seed. So then we had planted some lettuce in here too. We got a huge harvest off of the lettuce, and I even ended up selling some. Now I've got some more seeds in here that are just starting to pop up, and that'll be for our fall garden. This bed I did Asian cabbage, like these larger Savoy, and they actually did pretty good. Like I'm gonna harvest this one today. It's 5 inches across. And then this one is like my pride and joy. It's huge. It's gonna be a big one. I'm gonna have that one for dinner. I left a couple of them to go to seed because I want to save some seed, but for the most part they did pretty good on this side. Basically just filled in wherever there was gaps with lettuce. We ate tons of salad. This is the second bed we did. It's a 4x16. When I started this one, I planted broccoli all down the center, like 2 rows of broccoli, because I really wanted broccoli this year, and we kept losing like a broccoli plant every day. And we found a muskrat just over there. We chased out with the weed whacker later to get rid of him, but he only left me with a couple broccoli plants, and this one is all we get for broccoli. But oh well, it is what it is. So then this is all just onions. This is 𝐂𝐚𝐿𝐼 onions. They get massive. With the broccoli plants being mostly destroyed, I put the rest of my pepper plants in here in between the onions. So hopefully we'll get lots of peppers this year. So in this bed is also a 4x16. We have 64 pepper plants, all different kinds. Bell peppers, sugar rush peach pepper, jalapenos, natapenos, orange spice, like pretty much you name it, almost we have it. Onions interplanted. These are the white Creole onions. And the reason for that is because I've always tried to grow peppers and I can never get a ton of them. And this year I wanted to just get a whole ton. And I'm hoping that's what happens. There's still only a few flowers on them. We had really rich compost going into this. So now it's like mid-season. I transplanted them June 6th, I think, after it was 10 degrees Celsius at night. So they took off. They've done really well. They look really green. But now I've started fertilizing them with more phosphorus. Hopefully get more flowers. And we have some flowers going on here. Quite a few actually. But I want more. Is that a ladybug or is that an Asian?
That's the ladybug. Feed it to the geese.
Well, that's worked out really well. As we started working our way this way, we kept building off more and more beds here. Another 4x16, both sides. This side is celery and was bok choy and pak choy. All the way down the middle was cauliflower, which did nothing. They just didn't produce a head. We've got Swiss chard. I had a whole bunch of Swiss chard right here. Some of it now has gone to seed.
Apparently the geese really love
Geese
kale
love
too.
kale. Some of these kale plants got a little bit bug damaged because we didn't net them. We did not have time. Like, we just wanted to get food in the ground, and we barely got this place mowed down in time for growing season for me to plant all of my seeds. So I was just happy to get a ton of kale off of this. We put probably like 4 gallon sized kale in the freezer. So we'll have tons of greens for eating in the winter. And so I don't mind sharing a little bit with the geese, who come down here like maybe once a week. They always know they can get some food down here. And interspersed, all these are green onions, bunching onions. They're pretty much ready to harvest. This is my first time growing kohlrabi, and I wasn't quite sure what to expect from them. Sometimes you can get them huge, like really big. They kind of taste like really mild apple or radish combination, and they're really good fresh eating. We'll probably pull these because they're not doing too much more. They were really good in like a coleslaw with some apple and cabbage. I just want to show off how big this marigold is. It's like 3 feet tall, and it's only just started putting on its blooms. This is our potato patch. It's basically just a huge row of potatoes that we threw on the ground, covered with a bit of dirt and then hay. And I made some of these wire mesh columns and filled in with more hay to hill up the potatoes as they grew. I'm thinking they're going to be small because our soil was pretty compact. Let's see if we have any even. Oh, we do! Look on! Look it!
Decent size too.
Yeah. Okay, I'll leave those until they fully die. They're almost dead. So once they fully die off, then we'll come back and harvest them. I can't wait! So this last corner bed here, so that would make it, what, 84 feet total in length. This is a 4 by 20, and then it wraps around another 20 feet on that side. No. This one I don't want you to harvest. So this bed, I figured, it's on the north side. It's on the north side of the garden, and I figured this would be a really good spot for us to be able to trellis our asparagus. And it could just stay here and be perennialized in this bed. I started some from seed, which are these ones, and they look really good.
The grounds that we planted got a little dried up.
Look at the baby. So this whole bed is, a lot of it is taken up by weeds. I need to get in here and weed it. but it's going to be all asparagus in the future.
But in the front.
I have herbs, so I've got parsley and marigolds and fennel. This is fennel and dill. That's why I didn't want the geese getting into this, because I want to actually use some fennel for cooking. More marigolds. We've cleared a lot of this forest here, but the forest wants to come back. It's all these little saplings. So then, this other corner, trellising all of our tomatoes. And they're actually bowing the bamboo stick. They're so heavy and so big. Look at all the fruit. I think this is Cherokee purple. There's so many tomatoes in here, it's actually bending the trellis. We used the little tomato clips on some string that we put down from the bamboo, and we used that to clip the tomatoes to it all the way along, interspersed with marigold and basil all along the front. We have probably like 6 different kinds of basil. We have blue spice, lemon basil, Genovese, sweet basil. It's like at least 6. And these are after I pruned them. I've pruned them twice now. Not a whole lot of bug damage. A little bit on these tomatillos. The marigolds really helped.
Why?
Marigolds tend to ward off pests that we found in the past, and other people have said the same thing. Marigolds planted with tomatoes are a really good match.
Have we found any tomato worms on these yet?
No, not yet. Maybe they don't know we're here yet.
The word hasn't gone no yet.
Yeah. So these are tomatillos that we put on the end here. I love tomatillos because they grow the husk, and then you can slowly see when they're ready when they pop out of the husk. Like this, it's almost ready. When it bursts out of the husk, you know it's done.
So we still have plans to do a mirror of the far side. So over here there'll be a square and then another smaller L-shaped bed as well.
There's more ready. Yeah, it's getting pretty tall.
The problem is not a lot of them are going to make it to the kitchen.
Oh man, I love it. I don't know why, they're just so snackable. Yeah, they won't make it to the kitchen. We have bush beans in the front here. These are dragon, I think they're dragon bush beans. They're the really cool purple and marbly color ones. I don't think we've got any on here to show. There's some little green ones though, look at them. They're just starting. We like bush beans, mainly because we didn't have a lot of structure for trellising yet. And these just grow a lot all at once, and then you can just harvest them and pull the plant. In the front we've got carrots, a whole bunch of carrots. Hopefully they're going to be able to come out from behind the beans. These are, what kind of carrots are these?
The orange kind.
I can't remember. I know we stated what they were when we planted them, but we've got like 2 different varieties here. And then we also planted some nasturtium at the ends, because nasturtium will also help ward off bugs that like carrots, and marigolds. Green sweet pea. There's a bunch of sweet peas. Rob really wanted shelling peas, so I think the shelling peas are on that side. So we did half and half because we couldn't really decide which ones we wanted to plant. We just did a mixture of all of them. Oh my gosh. In a couple of days, these tomatoes have just like grown way too big and fallen over. We have them all staked, but not well enough, obviously. These are the Sweetheart cherry tomatoes, and they're almost ready to turn color. This bed we planted with all of our determinate tomatoes. So these are the ones that have a predetermined height, and then we can just stake them and we don't have to trellis them. So in amongst all of this, we have oregano in the front and a bunch of herbs in the front.
Somebody wants your peas.
Yeah. So there's oregano in the front there and down here, and then thyme.
Careful.
On the side. We've got ground cherries, because I love those ground cherries as a little snack. They're not quite done, not quite ready. They have a little husk and they're so sweet and they taste almost like pineapple. I gotta come and prune those too. Look at the oregano though. I love it. I love the smell. These are the black cherries, what are they called? Black strawberry cherry tomatoes, that's what they're called. And they are so pretty when they're fully ripe and so delicious. And just a ton of Roma tomatoes. We wanted lots of tomatoes for sauce and marinara and salsa, canning, just everything. Probably like, I don't know how much is here, but I wanted to grow a year's worth of tomatoes. We'll see if that happens. Here we've got thyme.
We need to grow more thyme.
Always, never enough time. Okay, there's the thyme. You can actually see it now. And our last section of the garden here is one of my favorites actually, but we couldn't do it right away because we had priorities. The food was the priorities, the flowers was second. We needed to get the seeds in the ground so that they wouldn't die. We had a lot invested into all the seeds that we started. But we have here kind of like a herb garden. This is 𝐂𝐚𝐦𝐞𝐫𝐚. You can use it as a herb, as a tea. It kind of tastes like mint. We've got cat mint, bee balm, lemon bee balm, 2 rosemary in the middle, sage on either side, and then more like cat mint and 𝐂𝐚𝐦𝐞𝐫𝐚 over there. I wanted to try my hand this year at cut flowers, and we love snapdragons, so we just planted like a ton of snapdragons. I'm gonna cut some of these for bouquets. They're ready here too. These are the zinnias, candy cane zinnias. Look at these stems though. They're huge. I think these are Gomphrenia. The little, what else do we have there? Yellow stalk. We have calendula, which is one of my favorite flowers. We have, what's this one again? Oh, dwarf aster, was it called aster powder puff? Get some of those. This one is alyssum. Oh, and lemongrass over here for cooking. No. These are so cool. These are called celosia or coxcomb, and they should hopefully have these really big columnar type flowers that I'm really excited about. I haven't seen any yet, but hopefully soon. Apparently these are also edible. You can eat it like spinach. Don't eat my celosia. Okay, I think that's it for the garden tour and what we have so far. We haven't harvested as much as we should yet, but we're getting there. We're gonna pull out all these cabbages, and we're also gonna do a fall garden. It's like mid-August now, and here in New Brunswick we tend to have a really long fall. Last year we had a green Christmas. Even by the end of December we still had no snow. And so I'm thinking we could probably do a fall garden, which we've never had the opportunity to do in Alberta. It was just too cold. like our winters were so long. So here I think we're gonna do some like row coverings and maybe get another whole bed of lettuce, greens, cabbage. Maybe I'll finally be able to get my broccoli. So I also just bought 5 pounds worth of garlic, the big music garlic, and we're gonna break those up and do like a full 4 by 16 foot raised bed of garlic. Where should we plant it?
I don't know. That's your department. I do the animals and the landscaping and the grunt work. You do the garden planning and
planning and the
weeding
planting.
stuff. Yeah. Well, let's see if this water thing held up overnight and today. Oh, it's looking like it's okay down there. Here, chicks. Here, chicks. Weird, they're usually out to greet me. There they are. There they are. How's it going, guys? Hey, Rusty. What's up, Rusty? Pigeon. How you doing? Doesn't take them long. Little bee can cuddle chick. Random barred rock, come on in. Freckle, what's up, Freckle? We got Bumblebee back there. Hey, Bumblebee. You're getting big there, buddy. They love to eat from your hand. They also love to graze for, I don't know, what do you call this? Throw the feed out. They like to find it and peck it. It's like their favorite game.
Are you cuddle chick?
Yes.
Oh, cuddle chick, you're my favorite. She's like, no, please don't.
Fingers between their legs when you pick them up.
Come on. Where's Cuddles? It's okay. Oh, nobody. Oh, there's one. What about this one? No, still just one. It's a good size egg though. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with us and watching our garden tour. We're just so thankful for the opportunity to be able to grow our own food. And this garden is just the first step of many steps that we've been taking towards our journey of self-sufficiency and food sovereignty. Let us know what you guys are growing in your gardens. Hope to see you on the next episode.